Welcome to the Milk and Honey Kitchen. I'm Frances and today I'm making my beet-dyed deviled eggs. This is what they look like and they're really cool because they're like a traditional deviled egg, but they're pink on the outside, which is pretty cool. So they're great for any kind of party, celebration. They look awesome on an egg tray. So we're gonna start off with just some hard-boiled eggs. I'm taking 8 eggs and putting them into a large saucepan full of water, and you always want to make sure that you are covering the eggs in at least an inch of water, or by at least an inch of water. So I think I need to add a bit more, so I'm going to top it up. Okay, so we brought the eggs to a boil. I turned off the heat, I let them sit for 10 minutes to cook, and now I'm going to transfer them into the cold water. You could use a slotted spoon. I have this handy dandy spider, which works really well. This is also great if you are doing any egg coloring around Easter time. And then we're just gonna let them cool for about 10 minutes, and then we can peel them and put them into our beet juice. And now comes the really hard part, the work of cracking and peeling all of those eggs. So I always start with the bottom, which is where the air space is, and then just gentle little cracks all over. So this is where it's nice if you have a friend or a mother-in-law or, you know, someone who you're gonna pay big money to, because this to me is just like it's the painstaking part. But once you're done, and then you can do the fun part. Voila! We did it. We peeled all the eggs, and now we're going to put the beet juice in the jar. Now, of course, you could juice your own beets, but number one, it's messy. Number two, it takes time. And these days, you can buy beet juice pretty much anywhere. The good news is that if you want to do multiple jars, you can actually take the eggs out when they're ready and reuse the juice. I'm going to put it into a wide mouth jar with a lid, okay, and then carefully put my eggs in one at a time. 2, 3, 4, 5. And depending on the size of your jar, you might need 2 jars to fit those 8 eggs. We're gonna seal the lid on and stick it in the refrigerator for 6 hours or overnight. So our eggs have been sitting in the refrigerator for about 6 hours, and they are definitely pickled at this point and beet-dyed for sure. So I'm just gonna take them out carefully and transfer them to a bowl. If you don't want them to be this intensely colored, just keep them in for less time. So now I'm gonna cut them open and transfer the yolks to a bowl so that we can make the deviled filling. Okay, so wow, look how cool that looks. It's not even so much the outside, but it's that contrast between the white and the pink, which I think is really cool. Beautiful. And then you can always go back and just, if you want to be a real perfectionist, you know, make sure that you get all the yolk out of these before you refill them. And if you have a kid who's a little bit older and a little careful, they can definitely help you with this step, but you can see you have to be a little gentle. Okay, so we did all that hard work. We boiled the eggs, we cracked the eggs, we peeled the eggs, and now we have beautiful egg yolks, and we are gonna make our deviled egg filling. So I'm gonna add 3 tablespoons of canola oil mayonnaise, or any kind of mayonnaise that you like, but that's the kind that I prefer. 2 tablespoons of Dijon mustard. I've got some salt, 1/4 teaspoon, and I'm gonna add in about a tablespoon of fresh lemon juice to give it that brightness. And these you could definitely make in advance and then just cover them and refrigerate them until you're ready to eat them. Looking very pretty and very springy. And then at the very end, right before you serve these, I just take some chives and just snip them on top for that added little springy look. Adds a little flavor too. Okay, so let's give these a try. They look amazing, but let's make sure they taste amazing too. I do love me a deviled egg. That is good stuff. And pretty too. Thanks for joining me in the Milk and Honey kitchen. Make sure to subscribe and check us out next time.